Welcome, my darlings. Enter once again into the velvety folds of terror, where shadow and story combine to whisper uneasy truths. I am Violet Nocturne, your guide through the murky corridors of fear itself. Tonight we step into a tale that gnaws at the core of survival and questions what truly separates us from the monsters we dread. Let us descend together into the Labyrinthine Hunger. Imagine, if you will, waking up in a space that shouldn't exist. A maze, dark and sprawling, without beginning or end. The walls are impossibly high, composed of cold, slick stone that drips with an unidentifiable moisture. You are barefoot. The ground beneath you? Damp and uneven, almost organic in texture. The air is thick, stale, and carries a faint metallic tang. You're not sure how you got here, only that you are not alone. Far off, you hear it. A low growl, guttural and unearthly. It echoes and bounces, making it impossible to identify its source. But you know, instinctively, that whatever it is, it's hungry. And worse, it's hunting. Our protagonist, Nadia, is a pragmatic woman with keen survival instincts, a photographer by trade, but a skeptic by nature. Her rational mind rebels against the absurdity of her predicament, trying to anchor itself in reality. She recalls framing shots in an abandoned cathedral just hours before, her lens catching odd refractions of light that seemed almost alive. But now, here, her camera has vanished. Her tools, her lifelines, gone. All she has are her wits and her will to live. And yet, my dear listeners, the labyrinth she finds herself in isn't merely a test of navigation. Oh no, this is not that kind of maze. The walls and paths seem to shift subtly, as though the space itself has some rudimentary awareness. The labyrinth isn't indifferent. It reacts. It feeds on her despair and confusion, amplifying every misstep with its sinister geometry. Nadia begins to notice markings on the walls, runes carved deep into the stone, pulsating faintly as though breathing. Each symbol stirs something within her, dredging up forgotten fears and regrets. One rune conjures memories of her childhood, a devastating event she has suppressed for years, a sibling lost under tragic, inexplicable circumstances. Another rune projects her into the devastating breakup she endured, the moment of trust torn like a brittle page from a book. The labyrinth, it seems, knows her intimately, peeling back layers to expose her bleeding core. But the most horrifying detail, my darlings, lies ahead. As Nadia turns a corner, her breath catches. There on the ground are the remains of something. Flesh, sagging off brittle bones, organs no longer bound by biology. Yet these remains are not human. The proportions are wrong, too elongated, too twisted. As she stares, trying to make sense of the monstrosity, it moves, a slight twitch, no more than the flick of a severed tendon. Her rational mind revolts, but her instincts scream one undeniable truth. Starvation doesn't kill what lurks in this labyrinth. It only makes it hungrier. Ah, but her tormentor, the creature, shall I describe it to you? It is like no predator born of nature. Its form shifts and adjusts, becoming whatever its prey most fears. For Nadia, it becomes a silhouette not unlike her late sibling, its face obscured, yet hauntingly familiar. Imagine the grief weaponized, twisted into something that hungers for you not out of love, but pure predatory instinct. Our dear Nadia runs, of course. Who wouldn't? The labyrinth forces a marathon of terror, but the space barely obeys the laws of physics. The walls grow narrower, the paths darker, and a faint, relentless sound follows her. Wet, dragging, ominous. She stumbles into a clearing where rays of light cut through mist, and there she sees it, a pedestal with her camera atop it. A cruel reminder of her former self, bathed in impossible illumination. She hesitates, but grabs it, clutching it like a lifeline. The camera flashes inadvertently. In its light, the labyrinth quivers and reveals, for the briefest instant, 1,000 horrors cloaked in shadow. Twisting torsos, eyeless staring faces, creatures that shouldn't exist in any sane universe. But clarity comes with the flash. The labyrinth recoils as if in pain. Light, it seems, is its enemy. This revelation births new terror, for Nadia's camera has limited flashes. It is her weapon and her countdown. Will she exhaust it before she finds escape? Perhaps this labyrinth was never intended to be escaped at all. When the final flash goes off, the creature's face is fully revealed to her. I won't describe it, my loves, for some horrors need space to breathe in your own imagination. But let me assure you, it is not a face you would wish to encounter. And there, the tale ends. Nadia's fate left to speculation as the labyrinth closes its hungry gates once more. A reminder, my dear audience, that some mazes are not meant to be solved. Until we meet again in another shadowy tale, beware of the places that call to you when you are most vulnerable. They might be listening. Sweet dreams, darlings.